So what we're going to jump into here is a video from my private mentoring program where you're going to see me coach someone who's stuck in a state of fear. Okay, if you look at this scale behind me, going from apathy all the way to love, this is the natural sequence of transformation. Okay, right now on your transformative journey, you are somewhere on this scale. And guess what? A lot of people reside right here in fear. So in this video, you're going to see some of the different tools and mindsets that I teach my clients that you can apply to your life. And if you resonate with this, click the link below and apply to join my private mentoring program as well. There's a case study just like this for every single state, but more importantly, I'll be able to coach you directly on Zoom and give you the customized feedback you need to hear in order to let go and move up. So once more, if you resonate with this, click the link, apply to join the mentoring, and enjoy.
So I don't know, like 7 years ago or something, I really felt like shit all the time.
Why?
Working on myself. I just overanalyzed everything. I wanted to be like the best at everything. That was my goal. I really wanted to be like really good at every aspect. So I wrote down like, okay, this is what I want to be. This is what I want to be. I'm really into like producing music. So like I just produce music, and then when I didn't get to a place I wanted to, I would like literally lay in a room, like hit the ground, like I'm not good enough, basically. Mm-hmm. And then I got really into self-development. I really like started working on everything, if you will. And kind of, I think it, like music and stuff became more successful. But then at times I'm supposedly to feel good, like I don't have reason to.
How do you feel right now?
I feel pretty good, but like my body is very.
You don't look like you feel very good.
Oh, okay, then
You're like squirming around.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't feel very comfortable in your body, from what I can tell. Right now.
I don't feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like very twitchy.
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with the right here, right now in your body as you are? What kicked in? What kicked in? What came up? What are you thinking right now?
I think I used to think I'm not good enough. I think that really drove me a lot of times in the past.
What are you thinking now? Let's do this. Narrate that little voice inside right now. No filter. Don't tell me you're not thinking anything. You're not the Dalai Lama, enlightened zero thought. Even if that little voice is saying, oh, he's asking me to say what I think. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't even know what the answer is. Narrate that.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not really sure. Because I always thought like I had to get certain things in life.
Yeah, but what are you thinking now in this moment? Don't go to the past. Right now, it's on your mind. Like if I ask you once more, why don't you feel completely at ease right now? Why?
Because I've had, no,
What do you think? What's the mind saying? What is it saying? Verbalize it.
I don't fit in here.
Huh.
I overanalyze everything, usually, in the past. So like, I would
Yes.
really like get into
That's why I'm giving you that challenge to narrate that voice.
Yeah.
Okay? So this is big, by the way. You can all try this. When I mean narrate that voice in the moment, it means not calculating every word, not filtering what's going on, and not coming up with a perfectly crafted story. As you said when we were about to get to you, you're like, well, I had this story I thought out. And someone who's like very analytical like that, it's like you just can't let the filter go. Even that little voice is like, you're like, I shouldn't say that, I can't say that, ooh, how do I say it? So how do I say it, does it make sense? As opposed to just, this is what I'm thinking. Even if I ask you, what comes up? Your mind might say, well, nothing comes up. What does that question even mean, what comes up? Narrate that. Narrate right now in the moment what's going on.
Why is he asking me this? Why isn't he asking me like something like about my parents or something like in the past? Why is he asking something like this, which doesn't really make sense in my world? Like why? And why can't I give an anecdote or something? Because I feel like I have to give an anecdote of my life. But I
Good.
don't really have an anecdote ready or whatever. But maybe I do. Maybe I was thinking of something like that.
When did you start putting up this huge protection shield, analyzing everything? What happens if you don't analyze everything? What happens?
I literally thought that that was the thing, that was what people did. Like, I always thought that you did that you were like in front of it and you kind of like knew what to say. So, no, but like, I understand now, but like, that was really like, so, I have to learn this, I want to know those words, I want to know these lines. When I know what to do here, then it'll be fine, then it'll be perfect. Then I really get into like the letting go and things and like really to meditating. I think like a lot of us here.
Let's do another exercise. Pick up your pen right now. Okay? Let's do a little role play. Right now, you're the CEO of this company who just invented this particular pen. I'm an interviewer. I'm going to interview on this, and we're doing an interview on the pen. I'm going to ask you questions, and your job is to answer as a CEO would, with certainty, and going with the flow no matter what I ask you. So where did the inspiration come from for this pen, sir?
It came a while back, like 2001. We were...
You said in another interview, though, it was the forest story. Can you tell us about that forest story?
Yeah, so the forest story was kind of like with a buddy of mine. So we started the company together in 2001, and he had this thing in the forest where he really liked...
What is the Z factor of the pen?
The E?
The Z factor. You should know, you named it the Z factor.
Oh, well...
Yes?
Yeah, no, like, yeah...
You seem very unsure about this. The Z factor, it's the main feature of this pen.
It writes fluently, like...
That's the X factor. I'm asking about the Z factor here.
Yeah.
Come on!
Jesus Christ.
What's the Z factor? Please tell us about it.
Z factor is, it just writes smoother than anything else.
No, that's the U factor, the Z factor. You talked about it earlier in another interview. I overheard it.
Oh, it's just like we offer like a great selection of personalized pens. So it's like way more personal than anything.
Okay, we'll get back to you. We're going to do a quick little exercise here. Pair up in two. Let's do just 1 minute each, this same exercise we did here. One of you has the pen, the other of you is the interviewer. With the interviewer, you can ask anything, and your job as the one with the pen is just roll with the flow. The words are coming out before I can even think. There's just like that trust. That's also what allows me to speak like this. You know, is this event planned in any way? Not really. There's a certain structure, but it all really depends on you. I have no idea what you're going to say, who you are, what's going on with you. The same with a free tour. If you see me do like a 3-4 hour seminar, there's a bit of structure, a few slides, but a lot of it's just improvised in the moment. Owen does this too. It's impossible to come up with such a quote-unquote perfect speech if everything was thought of beforehand. You know, you could go even deeper with, Osho talks about this in his book called Creativity. He says that the more of you there is in your art, it takes away the perfection, the specialness of it. The more bland it becomes. You could even say it with your personality. The more you try to micromanage, the more it robs people from seeing who you truly are. The same with your life. The more you try to micromanage, the more you take life out of life. What is a truly beautiful piece of art? It's when there is no you. When something just comes through you, and there's just that blind trust. And of course you can kind of steer it, but it's more of let's see what comes out, and something you could say from the other side comes through. What are you hiding behind this front?
I think that I used to feel like shit all the time, and then now I don't feel like shit, but that's some people still... Sometimes I go back there or something, and I feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid people can see that or something. I don't know. But I think it's ego, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
That's the question to sink into. What am I hiding? Why am I putting on this front? What am I afraid people will see? Even here, it's like before, it's like asking a question. It's like, what are you afraid? What do you think we're all going to see here about you or realize about you? If you were truly just, this is me.
Maybe there's nothing to be afraid of. I don't know. Maybe it's just that I used to be like that in the past, but that now I'm not.
Gonna do a cool little role play here too. Let's do this. Right now, this can be really, really, really helpful, especially say if you're someone who gets stifled a lot. The same thing happens when you're stifled, right? The little voice like, oh, I don't know if I can say, is it good enough? It's analyzing.
I get pretty stifled at times.
Oh no, I didn't know that. I had no idea. Yes. So think of it like this. There's the part of you that stifles you. Okay, there's you, and then there's an aspect of you that will stifle you in different situations. That part of you, just like any part, serves a purpose. There's a certain payoff. Now, you can ask shadow questions, but another way is to see if you can even do a role play where you kind of even summon that part of you. So think of it like this. Remember times where you're really stifled, even perhaps now. And I want you to personalize the you that stifles you. What's your name? Dave. So there's Dave, everything that is Dave, and then there's the part that stifles Dave. So what you're going to do here is you're going to close your eyes.
Oh shit, my real name.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan. Sorry, I thought the fake name for the bad part. I thought you were
Wow. So.
That was really bad.
Yes.
Stefan. Yeah.
So you're Stefan.
Stefan, that's it.
There's everything that is Stefan, and then there's the part of you that stifles you at times. Yeah. So you're going to close your eyes right now, and you're going to take a deep breath, and I want you to literally summon that part of you that stifles you. You're going to let it take over, so when you open your eyes, I'm no longer talking to Stefan, I'm talking to the part of you that stifles you. Open your eyes. Good to meet you. Why do you stifle Stefan at times?
Because I feel like shit.
Not you, we're talking about Stefan. Why do you stifle him? Is it to protect him?
Yeah, I guess.
About what? What are you trying to protect him from?
From getting... I can't talk. Jesus Christ.
It's okay. We're just having a friendly conversation. What are you protecting Stefan from?
I think from getting hurt.
Getting hurt? Has he gotten hurt in the past?
I'm the reason he hasn't gotten hurt.
Okay. So you protected him all this time?
Yeah, a pretty good job.
What would happen if you didn't protect him, if you just stopped?
He always said a lot about thinking, I guess. So just stuff would come out.
Do you remember when you took over to protect him? Was there a particular event?
I don't think there's one event. I think it's just a repetition.
Okay. And you think that now, if you stopped protecting him, he would still get hurt?
Probably, otherwise I wouldn't have done it.
Who are you protecting him from the most?
I know in situations in general, there's literary efforts.
Hmm.
Like a lot of social situations, except especially new ones. So like, you've been talking for quite a bit, then that's usually alright. Phone calls are the worst.
Okay. Why do you think Stefan can't handle it on his own, without you?
You should.
Why?
Because he could do better, probably. He's not really doing it all what is needed.
Mm-hmm. What's he doing? We can talk about him, it's okay. Why does he need protection? Why can't he handle it on his own?
I think he used to be very loud, always, and always in class, very loud, and a lot of stuff, always like being the loudest, and then People got kind of annoyed by that. So
Do you think he could handle being hurt? Being hurt again?
I don't think he's ever been hurt too much. Which maybe it's not good.
Okay. Close your eyes. Deep breath. Come back as everything that is you. Welcome back. Oh, good job, man. So here we tapped into something a little bit more real too. This exercise role play can seem a little wacky from an external perspective, but I'd highly recommend doing it. It's another great way to just kind of identify what's in your shadow. It's like deep breaths, and it's like when you actually go through the motions and then actually talking from that perspective, I think as you even realize, like, whoa, what the, it feels, it just brings up a lot. Yeah, so that'll give you some data too. It's like you have this huge front protection shield, and once more there's that fear of being hurt and that lack of trust. You know? This is Julien, and if you're someone who has social anxiety, you fear putting yourself out there, or you procrastinate, you put things off, you come up with excuses, or you're lost and you have no purpose in life, then pay very close attention, because this scale of transformation is what has helped me change the lives of thousands of people around the world. Now, I want to help you identify exactly where you're at and give you customized feedback and action steps to get you moving up fast. Don't be one of the people who just dabbles around in the dark trying to figure it out on their own. Jump on a free call with myself or an expert from my team and let us help you. Just click the link below this video, tell us a little bit about yourself, and we'll be reaching out very soon. Click the link right now and let's do this.